Got some news regarding a classic Marvel team coming out at what seems like a coincidental time, right? And that is, yes, the Midnight Suns are coming back. And no, I'm not talking about the video game, I'm talking about the original comic book team. Well, original in the sense that, like, it's the name and, like, one member is on the team. So, yes, for those who are not aware what the Midnight Suns are, the Midnight Suns are basically a superhero team in the Marvel Universe that's meant to be like the supernatural. They dealt with the supernatural threats. They were big in the 90s. They're also known as the Spirits of Vengeance. You had Blade, Dan Ketch Ghost Rider. You had John Blaze, who wasn't Ghost Rider at the time. You had Werewolf by Night. You had Morbius on the team. You had several characters. You had a lot of Marvel, like, edgy 90s supernatural characters on the team. And that was really what it was. Was supposed to be, like, part of the edgy 90s. Yeah, we're dark and scary. We're gonna kill people. Yeah. Needless to say, the superhero team hasn't really been around a lot, but now we have a new ongoing series that is coming from Ethan Sachs. And I think the team is interesting, but, like, there's one member on there I was like, why are you here? And it's going to shock you as to who it is. But let's go so the story is that, stop me if you heard this one, a dark apocalypse is going to unleash untold nightmares onto the Earth, and the only one who can stop it are the Midnight Suns. Literally, that's how every supernatural team gets together, is some dark magical apocalypse or heaven and hell fighting or some bullshit, and they get wrapped up in it. That's literally every fucking time. Like, every time it happens. Every single time. It's without fail. It happens every time. 60% of the time, it happens all the time. Anyway, so let's talk about our team. So the leader of this team looks like it's going to be Magique, Ilyana Rasputin, which I'm like, cool! She's she's mutant and magical. That's really cool. I think that's awesome. We have Blade on the team, who Blade is an original member of the Midnight Suns. Always happy to see him. Always happy to see him. We have Sister Grimm, Nico. Yeah, from Runaways, one of my favorite female characters in Marvel to see in any Marvel thing. Like, I love Runaways, and she was my favorite character to see her. And it's also because it's not like she's playing a big role in the video game, in the upcoming Midnight Suns video game, right? Right? But hey, whatever. We also have Zoe Laveau, who was the breakout character for Strange Academy, which I have not read. I have not read Strange Academy. I want to, because it really does feel like a magic version of Avengers Academy, which I really loved Avengers Academy. So I really want to read Strange Academy for that. But yeah, Zoe Laveau, that's cool. I can't say anything on the character because I haven't read those comics, so I can't say anything about those comics. Anyway, so as for another character, we have the Spirit Rider, the new Ghost Rider, who is a female Native American Ghost Rider. She's here, and she is basically she's the new Ghost Rider. She's not calling herself Ghost Rider, she's calling herself Spirit Rider. I have no knowledge of this character either. It's not that I don't like her, it's just that I haven't read the comics, so I can't judge on her. And then finally, we have the character I'm like, why the hell are you here? Why are you here? And that is Wolverine. Now you may be thinking, Wolverine is a awesome character. It's always cool to see Wolverine, go snicked and all that, and stab. And to which I say, yeah, that's all cool, but what's he got to do with a supernatural team? Like, no, really, what does he really have to do with a supernatural team? It's kind of like when Wolverine in the early 2000s was showing up in teams. I'm like, why are you here? Why are you here? Why are you here? It's like, yeah, it feels like that. Now, granted, maybe Logan is just showing up for the first story arc and that's it, but really, I'm like, why are you even here? Like, I understand that Strange is dead in the comics right now, but like, you could have used Clea. You could have used and Black Knight. I understand I'm sure some people was like, what about Black Knight? Black Knight's in like the Hyborian age with Cloak and Dagger and a few other characters in Savage Avengers. So that would have been my pick, because you're trying to pimp out Black Knight for whatever. Oh yeah, because he's got a movie coming up, I imagine. So, gotta pimp out Dane Whitman. But, yeah, so I would have that would have been my pick, because you're trying to pimp out Black Knight for whatever. Oh yeah, because he's got a movie coming up, I imagine. So, gotta pimp out Dane Whitman. But, yeah, so I would have that would have been my pick, because you're trying to pimp out Black Knight for whatever. Oh yeah, because he's got a movie coming up, I imagine. So, gotta pimp out Dane Whitman. I would say it was for other replacements. Maybe if you wanted to do something cool, if you wanted to have another X-Men character there, maybe Juggernaut, because he is connected to Sidorak. Maybe Werewolf by Night. Maybe the new Werewolf by Night. The new one that came out, which the comic was okay. I read it and I was like, it's nothing special. But, like, maybe you could have brought in the new Native American Werewolf by Night. That'd have been cool. Rather than have one, one character who's the token Native American character, maybe have two and be a little more open. Like, have, multiple characters of that. Like, would it kill you to have two Native American characters, is all I'm saying. Is like, would it kill you to have two Native American characters on your team? Or, hell, Jack Russell, he's getting a special soon. You could have used him. Man-Thing, he's gonna be there. He's gonna be in that Disney Plus special, too. You could have used him, but nope, gotta have Snick, Stick, Stab guy. But again, to be fair, Wolverine has encountered his share of supernatural beings. In one of his story arcs by Benjamin Percy, he fought vampires, and he was a vampire. He was turned by a vampire Jubilee. So yeah. Anyway, so it is cool to see Midnight Suns. I do understand that. Yeah, it is more or less that they're bringing this comic back because they're trying to pimp out this new video game, which I'm like, I don't know if I want to play it or not because it's going to be like a turn-style kind of game, and also it looks like it might be a mobile game too, and I'm like, nah. So, but it is cool. My inner '90s kid in me is like, Midnight Suns is back, and we have Ileana leading a team, yay! And Miko's here, yay! My inner Runaways fan is also geeking out about that. So yeah. But yeah, and I'm not mad about Wolverine. I'm not like, oh, Wolverine's here, it's gonna suck, said no one ever. I'm just saying, like, he just feels like the odd man out. But hopefully there's a reason why Logan is here. But yeah. And who knows, maybe he'll leave by the end of the story arc. So you guys tell me in the comments below, what do you guys think of this new Midnight Suns team? Are you guys excited for it? It's coming out in September. Are you guys going to read it? Just comment below, let me know. And as always, if you haven't already, hit the link below, head on over to my Patreon. Other than that, I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.